Hello, Ender Pokemon here. Today is May 9th, and these just came out. The Dark Explorers booster boxes, or the whole set, I guess, is just released today. So went down to the local store and picked up 2 booster boxes of Dark Explorers here. So I'm going to be opening those today. In fact, since I was going to pick these up anyway, is actually why I kind of created the channel in the first place. I noticed that a lot of people like watching that sort of thing, so I might as well record them since I'm opening them anyway. I figure a lot of people will be interested in the pulls that come out of these before they have a chance to get their hands on them, or just want to know kind of what rates things are coming out of these boxes. Box themselves, pretty standard. We got this Bulbasaur over there. Got a, is that Scraggy or Scrafty? I think it's Scrafty on top. And Drillbur, and so on. So obviously very purpley and all nice and everything like that. I'm probably going to break this up into a few parts. I think I'm going to do basically one side of the boxes for each part. So basically I'll end up with 4 of them overall, and of course I'll just try and link them all together as I go along. So without further ado on that, I guess time to just open it up. I am fairly new to doing these videos, as I mentioned. Just kind of started, did a little trial run yesterday with a booster box full of just the black and white base set, and just to kind of get used to opening the packs and holding them in a certain way that you guys can see and things like that. So I'll do the little fancy deal with the box here. See how that folds up with Scrafty there in the back. And that'll be what will be opened in this first little video. So in terms of the packs, I think they do have, yeah, one of each right on top. That's what they're kind of looking like. Right. I guess he's kind of the coolest of all of them, but this guy's kind of the most old school of all of them, so there's certainly something to be said for that. Let's see, what distance should I be at for this? It's a little easier for me, like that. So hopefully these are actually easy to open. I was having a little trouble yesterday with the black and white packs in just getting them open cleanly each time. Overall, I guess what these are going to come with is, of course, the unlock for the booster packs online. Let's throw those off. And I assume, I haven't actually watched anyone open these yet. I'm just going to start with the assumption that it's the same card trick here, and we'll see if I'm right or wrong. So the first card is a Joltik. Kind of neat art on that. Weird little blue line on him. He's always kind of looked a little neonish to me, but here just kind of a little more cartoony. Pawniard is Zorua. He looks almost the same in like every card, just a little weird puppy. Drillbur, Dweeble, Yamask, Umbreon. That's one of my favorite EV evolutions. He looks kind of cool. Old Amber Aerodactyl. Look at the bottom 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal an Aerodactyl if you find it there and put it onto your bench. Shuffle other cards back into your deck. So that's kind of neat, something to find in Aerodactyl. The first reverse is the Vaporeon, so that's pretty neat. Basically the same sort of reverse patterns as we had in the last 3 black and white series, different from the base set, but kind of the water energy type design. I think it looks a little bit different than the others, but the same basic idea for that. And the first rare is going to be Venusaur, so that's pretty neat. That kind of kicking off in his own pack, and that's the first one I get. So the first thing is a holo rare there, so pretty good little start. and I guess that was the correct way still to do that, so they didn't change any of that. We've got the Shelmet, which is a weird little Pokemon. It's just a thing. I wonder if that's part of his body or whether he just lives in a helmet. Piplup, excellent little weird penguin Pokemon. Carablast. Got Chansey. Zora, so there are two versions of that in the deck at least, I guess. Dark Claw. I'm gonna, as I come up to some of these first trainers, I'll just kind of read off what they are in case people haven't had time to go over the decks themselves. So this card, if attached to a dark Pokemon, each of the attacks of that Pokemon does 20 more damage to the active Pokemon. So kind of neat there. Vanillish. Umbreon, so another version of Umbreon as well. This one looks a fair bit darker. You don't get kind of the bright yellow on his rings on his body. It's kind of darker nighttime sort of artwork there. We've got the reverse hollow Chansey and the rare Espeon. So a lot of the EV evolutions so far in this. I guess I've had three of them, two of them the same. So we've got Eevee himself. That kind of makes sense. He's got to evolve from somewhere. Pawniard, second time we've seen him. Larvesta. Drillbur again. Chansey again. Combusken. Clang. Sableye. That's kind of weird. He always seems more like Diamond or Gemini or something to me. But Sableye it is. We've got the Ultra Ball reverse, so that's kind of neat one there. You discard 2 cards from your hand. If you can't discard 2 cards, then you can't play this card. Search your deck for a Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. So basically, that's a pretty good one. Just take 2 cards out of your hand, and you can search for whatever you like. And of course, another Eevee evolution. We get Leafeon. That guy can evolve into just so many things. He's so versatile. Such a little weird doggy, and then he can become basically everything. Is there actually one for every energy type? I think there is. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong on that. It seems like there is, which I don't know which one I'm leaving out. Maybe Psychic? Is there a Psychic? Here we've got Sandile, Joltik, Ducklet. That's always one of my favorites. Chansey again. Bulbasaur. It's always neat, I guess nostalgic for me to get one of the like original type guys that you could pick from one of the first games. Professor Juniper. This time discard your hand and draw 7 cards. So basically just the same thing, obviously. Same name. So same trainer as we've seen in previous series. Got Flareon. Everything is Eevee based in this. Crustle. Hooligans Jim and Cass is our reverse. For this one, flip a coin. If heads, choose 3 random cards from your opponent's hand. Your opponent reveals those cards and shuffles them into his deck. So basically, 50% chance of making him discard. And we've got Zoroark as the rare. So that's usually a pretty good one. He tends to be one of the more rare type things in most of these sets. I'm not sure for this one yet. I think he's a hollow in black and white, and he's a shiny in Next Destinies. So here we need another Eevee again, obviously. We've got to evolve from something. Vanillite, Chansey, but it's a different one. He's just sitting around. Tynamo, I know that this card is actually fairly important these days for that, what is it, Zekrom Electric type deck. Sandile again. Professor Juniper again. Palpitoad with his long, weird little tongue. Torkoal. A reverse Ducklet. Something's wrong with his eye there. He's winking, but it looks a little pink too. And we've got B Sharp as our rare. Next, Venusaur type deck. Got Woobat with his weird little nose. More Eevees. Clink. Vanillite. Slowpoke. It's about time he showed up. Slowbro. One after the other. Pretty good there. He looks weirdly embarrassed to have a shell on his butt. We've got Trainer N. This should probably be the same. Yeah, it is the same effect as it has been in the previous deck in Noble Victories. Each player shuffles his or her hand into the deck, then they draw the number of cards they have as prizes. Vullaby. Chatot. That's pretty neat artwork there. It's kind of the same as that Joltik, that he's got kind of a colorful outline to everything, making it look really kind of stand out as a kind of weird 2D cartoon, and he's singing a song off a cliff or something there. I like that one of his powers is actually the fact that he can't sing very well. And the rare is going to be Scrafty, of course, with this awesome mohawk. Got Zorua, Piplup, Dynamo, I think that's a different version of it there. Lillipup, Chansey again, a lot of Chanseys. There's Chatot in the non-reverse. Scyther, big scary looking one. Hooligans, Jim and Cass, I think I had that in reverse before. You can probably see sneaking out behind that there's obviously going to be a good card behind this. So this will be the first good one. We've got Trainer N as the reverse. And then I think our first really good one, Gorodon EX. So that's the first EX out of this box. Pretty good there. Nice looking cards. Try and get in on that. I don't know what makes that look best on the cam, but I think the shine is probably coming off fairly well here. So that's a pretty nice looking card. 180 hit points on that. And looks like he's just kind of chucking a bunch of rocks at you or something like that. Love the helmet type art or head art or whatever you want to call that. With Pokemon, it's always like they're wearing something, but it's like part of their body, so it's not really an object. Let's put him aside. Ducklet again winking at us. Chansey again. Bulbasaur again. Poniard. Dynamo. Herdier. Got Crustle. Jolteon, yet another Eevee evolution. There's tons of those in this this set. Klinklang as the reverse holo there, and that one is a rare. And Galvantula as the rare in this. We've got Chansey again, showing off all over the place. Zorua, Lillipup, Torchic, cute little one there. You got another Eevee, different version of Eevee. Obviously have to have something to base all those other cards off of. Yamask, an Ultra Ball, Sableye, Zorua again. We've got Swanna. Oh, that always is deceptive to me. These black ones, when you look at them at a certain angle, it's hard to even see that that is a reverse. I think you can at certain angles, but when you just look right at it, I was looking down at it, it just looks like a matted back, but that is actually just a reverse. And then Swana obviously is the rare there. Straighten up my pile. Got Timber carrying his log around. Chansey. Tim Pole jumping up out of nowhere. Dynamo again. Plusle. Plusle. I don't know exactly what that is, but he's running alongside a plane for some reason. Got another old amber Aerodactyl. Had that before. Palpitoad. Torkoal. The reverse old amber Aerodactyl, and the rare is Blaziken. So that's a pretty good one there. That is a hollow rare. If you can kind of see that, they've kind of gone to that hollow style where it's kind of lines across, and that's kind of the way they're creating that effect. So you can kind of see it on the background, and it looks like Blaziken is almost like stamped on top of that background. Joltik again. This is the very first card I think that I saw in this. Scraggy. Timber again with his lumber. Slowpoke. Plusle. Ivysaur. A random receiver. So for this one, reveal cards from the top of your deck until you reveal a supporter card. Put it in your hand and shuffle the other cards into your deck. Kind of an odd one to do. It kind of seems like if you wanted a supporter out of your hand, you might as well have just not had this card in your deck in the first place and just put the supporter in there. Prinplup. Got the reverse Minun. That's kind of a cute one. Actually, what I like what they've done there, let me see if I can go back and find this, because that's kind of a cute idea for the artwork. I've never noticed anything like this before. But if you look at that, they're reverses of each other, that you've actually got Plusle out in front of the plane, and you can actually see him here, and you can actually see Minun back here. So they kind of did the same artwork, same setting, and just from each other's different viewpoints, so you can see each other in it, which kind of makes sense given that I'm not even supposed to be able to hold them this close together without them repulsing each other. And our rare in this is going to be Escavalier. Plusle again, Zorua, Shelmet, Woobat, Chansey, Chatot, Flareon, Hooligans, Jim and Cass, Scyther reverse, so that's a nice looking one. The grassy, leafy type awesomeness. And the rare is Slowking. Chilling all out. Being cool. And slow. Get Dynamo, Pawniard, Carablast, Drillbur, Minion again on the other side of Plusle, Herdier, got Dark Claw, Another Jolteon. Got Professor Juniper in reverse there. And the rare is Crocodile. And that one also is another holo rare, so you can see that there. And it's again got kind of the same effect, that it's the background that is hollowed, and he kind of stands out from that. There's kind of a background and a foreground in that. And you've got the holo on the back part. We've got a Pawniard, Dynamo, Shelmet, Piplup, Karrablast, Krokorok, and Dark Claw. Got Venusaur reverse, that's pretty good. That obviously is a rare reverse. And Excadrill. Almost expected that one maybe to be holo, given that he is actually featured on the box and everything, but guess not. But still, that is the rare. Maybe there's another version of that. I actually didn't really look through. I've looked through, but I haven't really kind of studied or memorized what the cards in this set are going to be. I kind of like seeing them for the first time just out of the packs. So I don't really know whether there is maybe two versions of that sort of thing, or what there is or isn't in this set. Got Torchic, Minun, Karrablast, Scraggy, Larvesta. Got Enhanced Hammer. This lets you discard a special energy attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Vaporeon here. Twist Mountain, so this is one of the stadium locations. Once during each player's turn, that player may flip a coin. If heads, the player puts a restored Pokemon from his or her hand onto his or her bench. The reverse Larvesta, I kind of like the fire design on that one. It looks pretty neat as the reverse. And the rare is Stoutland, the very serious looking dog. We've got Lillipup looking lost up there. Torchic. Got another Eevee winking at us. Got Drillbur. Minun again. Vaporeon. A rare candy, so everyone's probably familiar with that one. Trainer M. Got Twist Mountain again as the reverse, so it's the same thing there. And the rare is Glaceon, so yet another one of Eevee's evolutions, and wondering if they are hitting every single one in this set, but that's a pretty nice looking one. Got a Minun again, Dwebble, Scraggy, Timber, Larvesta, Umbreon. Got Dark Patch. So attach a basic Darkness Energy card from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon. Again, with some of these, well, I guess that one bypasses the fact that it wouldn't use your actual energy attachment, so never mind on that one. But I often think with some of those, why don't you just put an extra darkness in there? You're just as likely to get it as the trainer, but it does bypass, obviously, the number you can attach. Got Charon, just draw 3 cards, pretty straightforward. Dynamo is the reverse. And Haxorus. is the rare holo. That one looked pretty nice there too. Need a lot of energy to get him doing anything, but certainly a nice card there. And we'll go for the last pack of this side of the box. Then I'll break this into another video for the second half, and then obviously 2 more parts for the second box. So bear with me here. I'll try and add links to the other ones throughout the video, so that you can easily get from one to the other. Got Piplup, Larvesta, Bulbasaur, Chansey, got Ducklet, Clang, got Girder, I don't know if I've seen him yet, Combuskin, got the Slowking Reverse, pretty good, and Volcarona as a holo rare. So that looks pretty good too. Actually, it makes the sky look pretty neat, the blue that they're using for that. So the effect actually looks kind of nice. So I'll call that a part for now, and when we get back, this second half is about to be opened up.